Windstar Cruises is a small cruise line, and I'm kind of specializing in that this week between Oceania being here and talking with Bryan. But it's a small cruise line, and they have ships that actually have sails. They unfurl the sails and glide out to the ports. So Windstar's signature Sail Away celebration marks the beginning of the next day's travel adventure, where you'll get closer to the sights, sounds, and heartbeat of seldom visited ports with big ships that pass by. This is travel as it should be, and there's still time to experience the beyond ordinary savings. Time is running out to pair incredible Star Perks offers with beyond ordinary savings. The sale ends April the 12th, so you get to pick your perk. Star Perks include up to $1,000 shipboard credit, or free gratuities, or free Wi-Fi, plus free laundry service on all voyages 14 days or more, plus great savings of up to 20% on Star Collector voyages. Some of their destinations: the Scandinavia and Baltic Spectacular, Stockholm to Copenhagen, is a 7-day on the Star Pride, departs July 16th and starts at $2,799 per guest. Tahiti and Tuamotu Islands, Papete is how it should be said. To Papete, 10 days, Wind Spirit departs August 22nd from $3,399 per guest. Costa Rica and Panama Canal, Come See Me, leaving from Cologne here in Panama to Puerto Caldera. 7 days, Windstar departs on December the 7th from $2,499 per guest. Charms of the French and Spanish Rivieras, Barcelona to Barcelona, 7 days on the Windsurf, departs August 27th from $1,799 per guest. And then the Windstar Island Surf and Sunset, San Juan to San Juan, 7 days. Star Legend departs November the 9th from $1,599 per guest. There's an experience for everyone. You need to book by April the 12th, 2019, and get all your perks. Make sure you contact us at Peaks Cruises and Tours. That's Peaks, Peeks, Cruises Tours, for your perks on Windstar. So let's talk a little bit about travel trends. So solo travelers is huge, and solo traveler is being powered by Gadventures today. So the solo traveler is number one trend for 2019 according to Klook, which is amazing. I'm finding more and more people that I know are traveling alone. So how do you feel about that? Well, I've never technically traveled by myself, but I kind of have. So I did a river cruise, and I didn't know anybody on the ship. I didn't know the other person that was going to be on the ship from the company that I was working with. So technically, I left my home by myself, got on a river cruise by myself, and before you know it, you meet people. So it's not like you end up alone. But some of the trends that we're seeing for solo traveling is 50% of solo travelers said they're interested in escorted holidays. And that's what's good about Gadventures. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But escorted holidays are where you have a guide. So you could literally go on the trip, you're all by yourself, but you have a local guide or a guide that's part of the group that is taking you through the whole adventure. And it reveals that 17% of adults took a holiday on their own in the last 5 years. 58% of millennials are willing to travel alone, whereas only 47% of older generations are. Reasons: relaxation and time to unwind is the number one motivator for solo leisure travel, 61%, compared to 48% when traveling with friends. So basically, you're saying when you go with your friends, you can't relax and do the things that you want to do. 1 in 4 people say they will travel solo in the past year, and it's going to be probably around the same for 2019. So why do people travel alone? 59% say they travel alone because they're not willing to wait for others. 45% like the freedom to do what they want when they want to do it, of course. So some of the things that are also trending with solo travelers are they want worldwide itineraries. Wide array of itineraries on every continent. So this is where Gadventures is really, really good because they are small group adventures and they cater to solo female travelers. That's not exclusively what they do, but solo female travelers feel really safe when traveling with Gadventures. It's a small group, first of all. You can kind of explore on your own. You have time where you do things as a group, but you also have free time to do the things that you want to do. They help you plan an exciting, safe adventure. If you desire, they will pair you up with a same-sex roommate at no additional cost. Culinary adventures are huge among solo travelers. Increased popularity, culinary vacations are a great way to experience authentic culture of a region. So wine tastings, and we talk about that with Bryan. Wine tastings in Tuscany is huge. I am all about wine tasting, and I've got something coming up we're going to talk about, and I'm really super excited about it. You'll find out the details as they come along, but know that it includes wine, know that it includes food, know that it includes Oceania. Adventure travel is another one, from Japan to Alaska. So Adventure Women's is a pioneer organization for adventure travel for female travelers. I'm going to see if I can't get them on the show. I think that would be really great because they do some fantastic tours that are women specific, and they go all over and have been putting out these experiences for the solo female travelers. Wellness getaways, well, that's another one of the trends like food and wine. Wellness getaways. When you think about going off on your own doing a tour, part of the reason you're going alone is so that you can get some relaxation and just concentrate on yourself, decompressing. What I say, relax, rejuvenate, and reconnect. That's my motto. Well, wellness getaways give you that opportunity to actually really get into it. You don't have to worry about touring. You don't have to worry about doing anything you don't want to do other than getting massages, doing yoga classes, meditating, eating healthy foods, and really coming back and going back to your real life, feeling amazing. Ocean and river cruises really growing and starting to cater to the solo traveler. So, cruising has always been one of those things where you had to pay 200% if you wanted a cabin by yourself. Well, some of the cruise lines are like Norwegian are building their newer ships that have what they call studios that are built exclusively for individual travelers, and they have activities on board for the individuals that are traveling alone. So they have like happy hours and get-togethers, and where they have the studios located on the ship, they have like a little concierge area so the folks that are alone can meet other people that are alone. It's really kind of cool, really cool. Back to Gadventures, you don't pay more if you want to experience it by yourself. Like I said, they will pair you up with the same-sex travel roommate if you wish to do that at no additional charge, or you have the ability to what they call my own room option, which is a single room all to yourself. There is a slight increase in the cost, but in comparison to other double occupancy or single supplements, it's not the same. So that is the trend. If you're thinking about traveling by yourself this year, give us a call. We can direct you toward organizations or tour companies or cruise lines that are catering to singles and solos. And actually, there's another one out there I want to mention, singlecruises.com. They put together an annual itinerary of cruises specifically for singles. So you can also get a room by yourself. You can meet a roommate, same-sex roommate, but they have all kinds of activities catered toward the single cruiser. And they do it according to age categories so that the 60-year-olds are not necessarily with the 20-year-olds. But then they have cruises throughout the year where all age groups can come together, and they have just big bonfires and all kinds of fun experiences. So I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you, Gadventures, for solo travelers, powered by. And I'm going to take a quick break. We're going to talk about group trips coming up. This is Karen Duncan, your bucket list buster. I'll be back in a minute. Hey guys, if you're out there looking to be a part of a group, either as a single, couple girlfriend, couple guy friends, we've got some great trips coming up with Peaks Cruises and Tours. We've got Alaska, September 16th through the 23rd on the Norwegian Jewel. We will start out in Alaska and end up in Vancouver. It's going to be a fantastic trip. It's toward the end of Alaska season, so it'll be very interesting to see what wildlife is out there. Are you going to be there for whale watching? I'll be there. So join me. If you are a golfer or you want to participate in a spa, join us here in Panama, August 10th through the 17th. You can find information on Coronado Concierge, who we're working in partnership with. We will be staying at the Buenaventura Golf Spa Resort in Rio Hato, Panama. Lots of activities with tours included, cruises, all kinds of cruises, tours, food, even a talk about being an expat and living in Panama if you're interested. But that's going to be a really fun trip. And then bucket list trip, another one, another A, like Alaska, Africa. We're going to do Africa with Gadventures April 18th through the 26th, 2020. This is fantastic, guys. Only 12 people get to go on this trip. So if you've ever thought about doing Africa, we're doing South Africa. We're going to do safari. We're going to eat local foods. We're going to see the falls. We're going to Kruger Park. This is a National Geographic adventure, and it is going to be the time of a lifetime. And I would love for you guys to come see Alaska with us. So if you would like some additional information, of course, you can contact us at 512-529-3696 or go to peakscruisestours.com or Facebook me, Instagram me. I'm all out there, and I have additional information on these trips if you are interested. And I only hold a certain amount of space, so space will sell out if you're interested in any of these trips. So let's look at weekly news real quick before we bring on Mr. Bryan Coates. I wanted to talk about cruising safety just briefly because some incidences have come up recently, and you get those naysayers out there that says, that's why I'll never cruise, I'll never go on a cruise because of this, that, and the other. Let me tell you, it is safer to cruise than it is for you to drive your car to the grocery store. So keep that in mind. All ships are designed and operated in compliance with strict requirements of international law and must follow established rules and regulations to protect everyone on board. So imagine with as many ships that are being built, as many cruise ships that are out there in the waters right now, if it were not safe, people would not be spending billions of dollars to build new ships and renovate these ships every year. That's not a business plan that has a success rate if that were the case. So according to CLIA, the Cruise Line International Association, a typical cruise ship has more than 60 safety, environmental, and health inspections each year.